My sister Sharon fled with my husband Keith, abandoning her sick son to me. 15 years later, they laughed. You won't believe this, but my own sister and my husband didn't just betray me, they abandoned a child, leaving him for dead. And for 15 long, agonizing years, I thought I'd never see justice for it. Until one ordinary day, in a supermarket dairy aisle, when everything came crashing down. It all started on a Tuesday, 15 years ago. I remember pulling into my driveway, the squeak of my car brakes a familiar sound. It was one of those crisp autumn evenings, the kind where the air smells like rain and fallen leaves. I was just exhausted. You know that kind of deep in your bones tired that no amount of coffee can fix? My only ambition was to kick off my shoes, heat up some leftovers, and maybe watch some mindless TV. My sister, Sharon, was supposed to pick up her son, my sweet nephew Kyle. She'd been leaving him with me more and more often, and while I adored that boy, I'll admit I was looking forward to a quiet house. My husband, Keith, should have been home too, probably in the den, feet up, watching sports. But when I turned the key in the lock, the first thing that hit me was the silence. It wasn't peaceful. It was a heavy, hollow silence that felt utterly wrong. No TV blaring. No dinner cooking. Nothing. Keith? I called out, dropping my purse. Sharon? I'm home. Only the echo of my own voice answered. A cold knot of unease tightened in my stomach. I walked through the living room, my sensible work heels sinking into the carpet. Everything was tidy. Too tidy. A magazine on the coffee table perfectly squared. Remotes lined up. Keith was many things, but he was not neat. That's when I saw him. Little Kyle. He was only 5 years old, all big, scared eyes and a mop of sandy blonde hair. He was curled up in the big armchair by the window, clutching a throw pillow so tightly his tiny knuckles were white. He wasn't crying. He was just watching me, waiting. My heart did a painful flip. I rushed over and knelt in front of him. Kyle, sweetie, where is everybody? Where's your mommy? He just stared at me, his lower lip trembling. He looked so small and lost in that huge chair. I smoothed his hair back, it was damp, like he'd been sweating. Is Uncle Keith here? I asked, my voice softer. He shook his head, a tiny, jerky movement. Then, without a word, he uncurled one hand from the pillow. He was holding a piece of paper, folded into a tight, crumpled square. He held it out to me. I took it from him. It was warm from his hand. For a second, I just looked at it, that knot in my stomach now a cold, hard stone of dread. I knew, with the kind of certainty that defies all logic, that whatever was written on that paper was going to change everything. And God, I was right. My fingers trembled as I unfolded the note. It was Sharon's handwriting. Big, loopy letters that always looked so cheerful, so carefree. But the words on the page were anything but. Brenda, I'm so sorry to do this in a letter. I know it's cowardly. By the time you read this, Keith and I will be long gone. We're in love, Bren. We have, and then watch the full story link is attached below.